How are you? Today our lesson is about the sky. The sky is a very big space available on top of your roof. We are going to discuss about some subtopics that are available under this sky lesson. The first one is the solar system, the second one is the star constellations, and the third one will be the rotation and revolution, and the last one will be the phases of the moon. So let's take the first topic in details. The solar system, we are going to learn about the planets and the names of the planets, how to write the planets in order. Right, now here are some words that I have written one below the other, but this is a poem. My very energetic mother just served us noodles. Let that be there. Once when I was teaching this lesson in the class, one child asked from me, "Sir, do we have to write the names of the solar system in order?" I said, "Yes. If not, there is this little magic method to remember the planets in the solar system." Then he asked from me, "Sir, what is that magic?" This is the magic. My very energetic mother just served us noodles. He said to me, "Sir, this is just a poem. So how can that be related to the planets?" I will show you how it will be related to the planets. Right, children? Now this is the way to remember the names. My very energetic mother just served us noodles. My Mercury, very Venus, energetic. Earth, Mother, Mars, just comes to Jupiter, serve comes to Saturn, us comes to the Uranus, noodles comes to the Neptune. So from this set of words, you will be able to remember the planets in order. And you remember, we are living in this planet Earth. Because Earth is the only planet that is available in the solar system where it is fulfilled with water, oxygen and the trees. All the other planets are available with dust, stones, rocks and gases. So we should be happy because Earth is the only planet that humans can survive. Animals can survive. Now all these planets, they are going in a path, it is called the orbit. You will be able to see the orbit, the rotation, the revolution, the star constellations as well as the phases of the moons during this presentation. So I'll go to my next part of the lesson, it is the star constellations. So star constellations mean what? And what do you understand from that? We'll come back with the other part of that.
Our solar system is one of over 500 known solar systems in the entire Milky Way galaxy. The solar system came into being about 4.5 billion years ago when a cloud of interstellar gas and dust collapsed, resulting in a solar nebula, a swirling disk of material that collided to form the solar system. The solar system is located in the Milky Way's Orion star cluster. Only 15% of stars in the galaxy host planetary systems, and one of those stars is our own Sun. Revolving around the Sun are 8 planets. The planets are divided into 2 categories based on their composition, terrestrial and Jovian. Terrestrial planets, including Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, are primarily made of rocky material. Their surfaces are solid, they don't have ring systems, they have very few or no moons, and they are relatively small. The smallest and closest to the Sun is Mercury, which has the shortest orbit in the solar system at about 3 Earth months. Venus is the hottest planet, with temperatures of up to 867 degrees Fahrenheit due to an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and extensive lava flows. Next to this world of fire is a world of water, Earth. The water systems on this planet help create the only known environment in the universe capable of sustaining life. The last of the terrestrial planets, Mars, might have also supported life about 3.7 billion years ago, when the planet had a watery surface and moist atmosphere. Beyond the 4 terrestrial planets of the inner solar system lie the Jovian planets of the outer solar system. The Jovian planets include gas giants Jupiter and Saturn and ice giants Uranus and Neptune. The gas giants are predominantly made of helium and hydrogen, and the ice giants also contain rock, ice, and a liquid mixture of water, methane, and ammonia. All 4 Jovian planets have multiple moons, sport ring systems, have no solid surface, and are immense. The largest Jovian is also the largest planet in the solar system, Jupiter. Nearby is Saturn, the solar system's second largest planet. Its signature rings are wide enough to fit between Earth and the Moon, but are barely a kilometer thick. Past Saturn are the ice giants Uranus and Neptune. The slightly bigger of these ice giants, Uranus, is famous for rotating on its side. Next to Uranus is Neptune, the outermost planet in the solar system and also one of the coldest. Orbiting the terrestrial planets is the asteroid belt, a flat disk of rocky objects full of remnants from the solar system's formation, from microscopic dust particles to the largest known object, the dwarf planet Ceres. Another disk of space debris lies much further out and orbits the Jovian planets, the icy Kuiper belt. Apart from asteroids, the Kuiper belt is also home to dwarf planets such as Pluto and is the birthplace of many comets. Beyond the Kuiper belt is the Oort cloud.
Children. Now, once when you see the night sky, you will see a lot of stars available in the sky. But there's a story behind those stars. Those stars are making different patterns. It is called as the star constellation. Star constellation means the group of stars that make a pattern. There are so many patterns available. There are names also. Hunter, Great Bear, Orion. There are so many. So I will show you how the star constellations are and what the star constellations are. Right. I'm with the ball, not to play, but to explain you about the process of rotation. Rotation means all the planets in the solar system, they rotate. Our Earth also rotate like this. For the Earth to rotate, it takes 24 hours. It means one day. Then what is revolution? Revolution means when they are rotating, they go around the sun also. They go around the sun also. If this is the sun, the planets, they go around this like this. This is called as revolution. But for the Earth to complete the part of a revolution, he needs 365 days. Exactly it is 1 year. That is what we celebrated every year. 2019, 2020, 2021, like that. So this is the difference between the rotation and revolution. There are some more video clips. You will be able to understand from those how the process is happening. Right, good. Now I come to the textbook. The textbook part, the phases of the moon. The earth has only one moon. It is much smaller than the earth. The moon moves around the earth. It is called the earth's satellite. The moon does not have any light of its own. It reflects the rays of the sun falling on it, and so it appears bright from the earth. So phases of the moon mean the different shapes of the moon. So how does this happen? The moon appears to change its shape every night. So not only me, you also must have observed this. The earth revolves around the sun and the moon revolves around the earth. This means that the position of the earth and the moon are constantly changing. So when we look at the moon on different nights, it appears to change its shape. The different shapes of the moon are known as phases of the moon. So, if I say this like this, you will not understand exactly what is this. But if you have observed this every day, you may be able to understand what the phases of moons are. The different shapes of the moon. Right? The shapes are changing every day. Everything is a very simple thing. But it takes a lot of time for the planets, the moon, and do the revolution process, rotation process. For them it takes long time for them. But we see them change in the shapes. But it is a very big process behind them. So, in the next part of the video, you will be able to understand the phases of the moon, how the shapes of the moons are changing. Right, children? Okay.
If you look at the moon every night for a month, you'll notice it changes shape. You will see it as a full moon. A full moon becomes a waning gibbous. Then a last quarter, before shrinking to a waning crescent. It then disappears altogether, known as a new moon, before becoming a full moon once again. The changing shapes of the moon are called phases. A complete cycle of phases is known as a lunar month. Have you ever wondered what causes these phases of the moon? Actually, the moon does not change shape. The different phases are caused by the moon's orbit around planet Earth. The moon takes around 28 days to orbit the Earth. As the moon orbits the Earth, light from the sun is reflected by the moon's surface. This allows us to see the moon. When the Earth is directly between the sun and the moon, we see a full moon. This is because the side of the moon reflecting sunlight is facing us. When we see a last quarter moon, the moon is further on in its orbit, and we see less of its reflected light. When the moon moves between the sun and the Earth, we see no moon at all, as the side reflecting the sun is facing away from the Earth. This is a new moon. So, even though it looks like the moon is changing shape over the course of a month, It is not. The changing phases are caused by the Moon's orbit around Earth.
Okay, now I know that you learn a lot about the sky. So it is time for us to leave now. What did we learn today? We learn about the solar system, how to remember them in order. We learn a beautiful poem and we look some videos about the star constellations. And again we came to the rotation revolution and we learn how they are being done. And next finally we came to the phases of the moon. And you enjoyed every video related to this. I know there is something in your head now. Now it is the time for us to do some activities. Page number 108 and 109 are available with some activities. Enjoying the vacation, you can complete those and do more activities, observe the night sky and learn some more facts about this topic. So hope you learn something, and again thank you very much for listening. Have a nice day, children. Bye.